Hi, Johnny Wilson here with another epic chapter of Casanova Spike by Gerardo41. Alright, up to date so far. Spike made a love potion and he didn't tell the girls about it. Well, he told Twilight, but they didn't know what it was, and they mixed it in with a bowl of punch. And now they're all in love with him. So far, Twilight and Pinkie Pie have sworn their love to Spike. And now he's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So, let's continue and find out, shall we? Casanova Spike. Chapter 6, 7. Sorry, folks. Spike and Rainbow Dash. A little later, Spike was walking into another part of the town, thinking again. First Twilight says she's in love with me. Next Pinkie Pie is in love with me too, he acknowledged. I sure wish I knew what was going on. Suddenly, he bumped into a stallion by the name of Lucky. Sorry, he said, brushing himself off. The stallion looked at him. Wait a minute, he said. Aren't you Spike, the dragon that lives with Twilight? Spike gulped. He wasn't sure why, but the way Lucky asked him kind of sounded like a threat. Maybe, he answered nervously. Lucky took a look at Spike before backing off. That's what I thought, he said. Suddenly, he raised his hoof in the air. Hey guys, look! He cried in excitement. It's Spike! Before Spike realized what was going on, he found himself surrounded by a large group of chattering stallions, asking for his autograph, as if he was some famous pony. Among the group were some stallions he already knows. Time Tuner, Caramel, Thunderlane, and many others. What's going on? Asked Spike. He was feeling quite overwhelmed. Don't act like you don't know what's going on, you sly devil, grinned Lucky, nudging him in the side. You're the first man in Ponyville to have 6 girls fall in love with you in the same day. Well, that's one day, but, Caramel explained. Spike was surprised. 6? Yeah, said Caramel. Twilight Sparkle, Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash, Rarity, Fluttershy, and Applejack. You're a hero, dude, cried a stallion from the crowd. What's your secret? Asked another. Natural charm? Spike chucked uneasily. It's just surprising that 6 mares would fall in love with a dragon like you, put in another stallion. Did some pony say dragon? Spike recognized the voice right away. That sounded like Rainbow Dash! Just as Spike was saying the word dash, he had gotten snatched away by a bright rainbow flash. The group watched as the flash that grabbed Spike was revealed to be Rainbow Dash. Spike looked down and saw how high they were in the sky. Whoa! He cried, trying to hang on for dear life. What's the rush, Rainbow Dash? What's not the rush? The excited Pegasus answered. I got an extra ticket to the Wonderbolts air show for this afternoon in Cloudsdale, and guess who the extra ticket is going to? Twilight? Rainbow Dash laughed. Wrong. Rarity? Wrong again, said Dash. I'll give you a hint. Who do I have in my hooves right now? It's the coolest dragon in Ponyville, and the one I'm in love with. Me? Answered Spike. Bingo, said Rainbow Dash. You mean you don't want to take me to some sweet, frilly movie in French? Asked Spike. Upon hearing this, Rainbow Dash halted. Listen, Spike, we may be dating it all, she explained, but there's no way I'm going to give up my pride and swag just for someone I like. Got it? I got it, replied Spike. Good. Now let's hurry. They soon arrived at the air show and took their seats. Before long, the air show started. I have a good feeling that I'll be on Wonderbolt someday, said Rainbow Dash with a confidence in her voice. Me too, agreed Spike. You've been working hard enough to be one. Rainbow Dash hugged Spike. Got that right, she chuckled. And pretty soon, they're gonna start calling you Spike, the dragon who's married to the most awesome Wonderbolt in the world. That is, of course, after we tie the knot. Spike's eyes widened with the nervous thought of marrying Rainbow Dash. Suddenly, the best part of the air show happened, and in an excitement, Rainbow Dash accidentally knocked Spike right out of his seat without even noticing, catapulting him over the bleachers and sailing down the sky. That was what I call awesome! cried Rainbow Dash. Right, Spike? Spike didn't answer. Spike? Suddenly, Rainbow Dash realized what had happened. Oh no, she cried, and she raced off to find Spike. Oh boy. Whew. Poor kid. Well, that's one way of... Oh boy. Poor kid. Well, let's see how the others help him. Okay, Chapter 8 of Casanova Spike. Spike and Fluttershy. Spike was still falling very high in the sky, screaming in fear as the ground came closer and closer. At that moment in Ponyville, a stallion was arguing with a store clerk. Next to him was a huge trampoline. For the last time, he argued, I did not order this huge trampoline. Spike then bounced on the trampoline and teleported towards Fluttershy's cottage. He landed face first into the ground and went unconscious. Fluttershy was nearby, feeding her bunnies, when she saw this. Oh dear, Spike! She gasped as she picked him up. You poor thing, let me get you inside. But she rushed him into her cottage. A few minutes later, Spike woke up on the couch. Sorry about that, stuttering a little bit. He had a band-aid on his nose and was under a blanket. What happened? He asked. Where am I? Fluttershy then came in with some soup. Oh, you're awake, she said with relief. I'm so glad you're okay, Spike. I was so worried about you. She gave him a hug. Thanks, Fluttershy, said Spike. He began eating some of the soup. Angel was worried about you, too, added Fluttershy, turning to a bunny. Right, Angel? Angel just looked at Fluttershy, not amused at all. Oh, said Fluttershy sheepishly, but I was still worried about you. She nuzzled Spike. You're just so cute and lovable. Fluttershy then picked up Spike and spun him around carefully, around with her wings flapping. Whoa, said Spike, getting dizzy. Oops, said Fluttershy, stopping her spin. Sorry, Spike, I guess I was just getting ahead of myself, wasn't I? A little bit, replied Spike. Why would you want to be in love with me anyway? Fluttershy smiled. You're the kindest, sweetest, cuddliest dragon I've ever met. Before you came, I thought all dragons would be big, mean, and scary, she answered. Spike smiled nervously. He remembered the time his greed transformed him into a huge, monstrous dragon that nearly destroyed all of Ponyville. He never wanted to go through that again. But when you came and showed me that not all dragons are mean and evil... Oh, sorry, lost my place. But then you came and showed me that all dragons are mean and evil, continued Spike, and you comfort me when I'm worried. I think that's why I might be in love with you. What? What? Wait a minute. Oh, man, wait a minute. This is wrong. Apparently the guy got the name wrong. Dang, let me read it right. Sorry about that. Let me reread that. This is Fluttershy. But then you came and showed that not all dragons are mean or evil, continued Fluttershy, and you comfort me when I'm worried. I think that might be why I'm in love with you. Spike smiled. Well, he said, friends look after each other. Fluttershy gave Spike another hug. Actually, Spike, she began slyly, I was wondering if maybe we could be more than just friends. Fluttershy leaned closer to Spike as if she intended to kiss him on the cheek. But as she just got close enough, she pulled away, her cheeks blushing deeply and her face covered in her hooves. I can't do it, she squeaked. It's so embarrassing. Spike wiped his forehead with relief and finished the soup. Well, he said, I better get going. Oh, okay, Spike, said Fluttershy meekly. It was nice having you over. Spike headed out the door and back into town. Angel looked over to Fluttershy with a bit of annoyance in his eyes. I'm sorry, Angel, said Fluttershy. I really wanted Spike to love me as much as I love him, but I'm too shy to even kiss him. She lowered her head. Besides, I know he already loves Rarity. Angel rolled his eyes. He then saw how upset Fluttershy seemed to be and decided to give her a hug to cheer her up. Oh, thank you, Angel, she smiled Fluttershy, returning the hug gently. You're such a good bunny. How about some yummy carrot cake for dessert tonight? Angel nodded in excitement at that idea. Well, that's Chapter 8. of Casanova Spike. Let me see. Well, I'm going to take a break and get something to drink, and I'll be uploading more videos in a bit. Have a nice day, and thanks.